Howdy folks. So this video is the result of a request by one of our extremely valuable readers of Assistive Technology blog. Her name is Jen Gossett, and she requested that I make a video where I show how to add captions to Facebook videos. So let me show you how. The process of adding captions to a Facebook video is fairly simple and straightforward. Okay. The first thing you have to do is upload your video, right? So, whenever you're posting something to your Facebook page, you just say share a photo or video, you upload it, and it's up there. What it doesn't have automatically is captions. Okay. So when you have your video up, I'm going to choose a video to show you as an example. So I'm going to choose this video right here. I'm going to add captions to it. Okay. Paused it. Okay, so once you have your video up, what you have to do is press these three little dots, the ellipsis, and choose edit video. When you choose that, it brings up another window where it gives you the option to add captions. When you select that option, you'll see a couple of sub options, so to speak, here. The first one is upload SRT file. And an SRT file is essentially another text file where you type in all the captions manually and you kind of timestamp them as well. And just to show an example, so this is what it looks like, right? So you kind of type them up, and also you say, okay, what time, when does it start and when does it end, and you do that for each dialogue essentially, and then you upload it. The advantage of this is that since you're typing it yourself, you're taking care of the punctuations, and you know that all the words are correct and accurate. The downside, if I may say so, is that you have to generate this manually. So it's a lot of work, and it may be a little too time consuming and cumbersome if you're by yourself, or you don't have a lot of help, or you don't have a lot of time. So, and especially for me, this doesn't work because I'm kind of a one-man army, right? So I like to do things the easy way. So let me show you how to do it the easy way, right? So we're going to ignore this upload SRT file option. We'll focus on the generate option. And what this does if you choose that option, Facebook will automatically generate captions for you. Okay. So if I click this button, you will see that, so it shows the video, and also on the right-hand side, it generates fairly accurate captions on its own. One thing you'll notice is that it doesn't really do a good job with punctuation, not at all. Okay, it captures all the words, but it misses all the punctuations, the full stops, the periods, the commas, etc. So at this point, you can either choose to just stick to it, which I think they're still pretty good, and for the most part they're very accurate, or almost accurate, I should say. So you can go ahead and save to video and it'll still work. But if you want to make it a little bit better, if you want to make sure that all the words are correct and there is punctuation as well, you may want to just go through this and fix the punctuations and then save it. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll just quickly go through this, and let me pause this video for now, and I'm going to come back after I've corrected all the punctuation. Okay, see you in a bit. Hi there, I'm back. So while I was gone, what I did was I worked on the captions here, and I added a bunch of punctuation and corrected some of the words that were wrong. So you can see now that I have a few commas, and I'm a huge sucker for the Oxford comma, so I must make sure that there's a comma before the word and. So that's what I did for sure. And besides that, I added a bunch of periods, and just made sure that all the words were correct. There were a few words that were incorrect, so I just corrected them. One thing I want to mention is that if you have a lot of fillers when you speak, the way I do, I have a lot of or I say a million times, if you haven't noticed already. The captioning part of these videos, have a tendency of picking them up. So when you generate these captions automatically, you will see your ums and uhs and the you-knows in there. So it may be a good idea to kind of just clean them up a little bit, get rid of the ums and the uhs and the you knows. So that's one suggestion that I have. And the other suggestion I have is try to speak clearly when you record your videos. The clearer your speech, the better your captions are. And I say that specifically for people with Caucasian accents, non-Western accents, like a person like me. I don't have a Western accent, right? So I try to speak as clearly as possible, and usually the automatic captions do a fairly good job of picking up the right words. But I still do see some incorrect spellings here and there, and that's when I go in there and correct them. Okay, so now that our caption is ready, all we have to do is say save to video. All right, and so you will see now that it has some settings for our captions here. I can always come back and edit my captions, and our captions are in English. All I have to do now is say save. Okay, and let's see, I'm gonna just like refresh this for a bit really quickly, and let's see if we have captions now. You may have heard about smart workflows that can be installed. So there, you have to come back in here and choose. So click that cog wheel right there and click captions. And when you play this video, which can be controlled by your Wi-Fi and also smart assistants like Siri or Alexa or Google Home. And now video is caption ready. Okay, so like I said, it's fairly straightforward, and it's when it generates the captions on its own, it does a fairly good job. So just make sure that the punctuation is right, the words are right, and that's just how you add captions to your Facebook videos. All right. I hope this video was helpful. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any other requests, please let me know, and I'll do my best to answer those questions. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.